Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We are on a somewhat nice streak right now, and I believe we're due for a Maggie run. Please don't hate me if I got my timing wrong. You know that it's not that I want to play Maggie, it's just that I think that Maggie is the next one. YMKT goes. I'm ready. Maggie run, it feels weird to call it a one run already, but I can't remember the last time I lost with Maggie. I mean, it's not that Maggie's an overpowered character in the traditional way. I just think that Maggie, like, gets results, man. Maggie gets... There's gotta be something that starts with M, but is like awards. Maggie gets braggy, it sort of works. I will take the pill. I'm very happy I took the pill. Very happy might be an exaggeration, but I'm happy I took the pill. I just think you're really unlikely to lose as Maggie because of the high HP, even compared to a character like Judas. Now, I'd rather play Judas like 10 times out of 10, but the starting HP is basically like, unless you walk into a deal with the devil, take like 5 deals, and then they suck, and you also suck, which has happened to me in the past, you're probably like sitting pretty, man. So check this out. Hit me. Oh, I need to pick up Swallowed Penny before this plan comes to fruition. Hit me. 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 Now stop! Stop hitting me! Yeah, I've had enough of this! I'm getting out of this place! That's not me making light of a real problem. It was just an ill-advised joke. Okay, we're at 10 cents here. We still need to get to our item room. But having 10 cents this early puts us in a great position, where we know we've got a good chance of getting an arcade on the next floor. We know we've got a good chance of getting into our shop and actually being able to purchase something. We're like 1 bomb away, especially if we hurt ourselves with the bomb. And our HP is going to be fine because of Yumheart. We actually could have chosen to just keep hurting ourselves a little bit there. But I wanted to make sure our HP was going to be fine regardless. You know, we got to do either the boss fight or the big room, or possibly both. Might as well make sure that we're going to be okay. Don't want to, you know, bite off more than we can chew so early here. I would love to pick up BFF. It's a little bit of like a not necessarily incredible item, but in some situations, it can be incredible, and I would very much like to get it. Any orbital helps us out here. BFF is just like the perfect, even if you don't have anything for it item, you're still happy to have it. We might get a little lucky here. If I can kill Mr. Green Man here next to this pot, which we did, that gave us enough money to buy BFF, so that's fantastic. And hopefully we'll still find a chance to get to the arcade on the next floor, because we know we're not going to lose any of our heart containers on this floor, barring a random red chest or something like that. So, I want to be able to use our HP to generate even more money on the next floor, and maybe other advantages apart from those as well. But first, let's get through the world's longest room here. I've gone on record many times as saying that I think the big rooms on the Cellar are like the worst big rooms in the game, because there's no run short of Eden with great items, or just getting a great item room right off the bat, that is going to, you know, be able to just stomp these rooms. Pretty much you have to just coast on your base damage most of the time. Maybe you get a little lucky and you picked up a damage upgrade in your first item room, but our item room is unfortunately on the other side of this big room, one way or the other. But it could be worse. We could have 2 adjacent big rooms. Those are the most annoying circumstances of all. Alright, so we're almost back to full HP here, just 1 room away. We got another penny at the end as well. I could pick it up. Why not, right? Like, that's a really good point. Now that you mention it, I'm glad I thought of it. Stay away, stay away. Okay, a little dangerous. Playing with fire, flirting with disaster, Molly Hatchet style. And our item room, please be good. That is acceptable. Actually, it might even be worse than acceptable, but it exists. So there is that. We definitely want this. I might blow up our donation machine one more time. I'm gonna celebrate. Ooh yeah, alright. Start the dancing. But the reason I'm going to do that is because I really want to have an arcade on the next floor, and we got just enough money to make that happen. This pretty much has to be our secret room. Alrighty then. Wish I'd looked for a second secret room, but honestly there's a lot of possible locations for a second secret room as well. Alright, no haunts. It is the Duke of Flies. As always, I like waste my last bomb right before the Duke of Flies shows up. It's not that bad because it's not a champion Duke of Flies, so, you know, he just kind of floats around until he dies, then we clean up the riffraff, but, it is a little annoying. One bomb would have him already be dead right now. It's not like we accomplished anything with our bomb anyway. So we know we're not getting an orbital here. Maybe we'll get a famine fight on the next floor, or even better, sacrificial dagger from our item room or our deal with the devil. For now, though, we'll take our extra HP and head downwards, and really we're hoping for an arcade that could be worth an awful lot, not just to our chances, but also, you know, financially speaking. The Cellar is very interesting. I do not really relish the thought of possibly fighting the Haunt or, worse, Fistula on this floor. And I don't really like the Curse of the Unknown, nor do I like the Curse Room that's right next to us, although I may like that later if we're given the chance. For now, I'm just hoping we get a... Well, I hope we get to the boss fight quickly. Realistically, our best chance of getting out of this with a really good kind of situation is fight the boss, get the deal with the devil. The deal with the devil turns out to be pretty solid, and, you know, we're sitting pretty. Thank God for that speed upgrade pill, which might have just made the difference there. Still hoping... Oh, God, what have I done? Still hoping for an arcade, because this battery could be useful there. I know we have 5 HP. I'm not sure if it's full. I think it's all full. We have 5 HP, 1 Spirit Heart. So if we ever find a blood bank, we can take advantage of it. However, we also can take advantage of it using the information that this boss trap room door gives us. But first things first, let's take out this item room. I'm glad we had a lot of enemies that exploded. Makes my life easy. And we get Punching Bag. Punching Bag plus Fear Shot is a god-awful combination. But I took it because, of course, I took it. Why is it a god-awful combination? Like, surely you're saying that's a little bit unfair. It's a god-awful combination because it makes enemies unpredictable, which makes taking damage a likelihood, or an increased likelihood at least, as a result of the combination that I've got going on right now. Punching Bag is going to draw aggro, and Fear Shot is going to cause the enemies to be a little bit, you know, unpredictable. The boss fight is thankfully pinned. But, yeah, I find this kind of uncomfortable. Not uncomfortable, but I find it kind of unideal, let's put it that way. Suboptimal was the same cadence. That was probably the word I was going for. My dictionary is sorted by cadence, which is a really bad practice. If you're looking to be the next Merriam and/or Webster, and/or Oxford, well, if you're gonna be one of them, first you got to get a web store. You got to get Webster's web store, a Merriam product, which is going to really allow you to sell a lot of online dictionaries. It's gonna be good for you. But I would recommend sorting alphabetically. You know, I know it's alphabetical sorting. What is this? The 1900s? But it works. It works well. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's why I still drive a Model T. Doesn't do that well at getting up to highway speeds, but you can't beat the maintenance costs. Okay, this is an obvious choice. We will go Book of Belial. We got Explosive Diarrhea as our pill. Why use it in there? Good point. You got me. Book of Belial is going to allow deals with the devil, because we do have deal with the devil precedent. Extra damage, which is very important. Squeezy does help out a little bit with that. And we've got a lot of business to take care of on this floor still. Still hoping for an arcade. Hoping to be able to get a small rock with this bomb, or at the very least some more Spirit Hearts. The arcade is the principal draw, though. There we go. Second bomb, no tinted rocks. There we go. That is very important. So we have 4 HP, and it should be full. So we'll go... That's going to be 3.5. 3. 2.5. 2. 1.5. 1. Half. Okay. So this takes us well above 15 cents. Well, decently above 15 cents anyway. And now we can go to the boss trap room. So we will take the opportunity to do that, and we'll definitely use Book of Belial, because there's a battery sitting on the other side anyway. You know, the HP, it just gives you a lot of choice, which I'm very happy to have right now. I can't justify going and opening this until we go to our shop first. So let's go to our shop. Our shop has PhD, which we'll absolutely take. Gave us a speed up pill, so it's already paid for itself as far as I'm concerned. And then I just wanted to buy the other key while we were here. Seems to make sense that we should buy the red heart as well if we get the opportunity. But let's, we'll handle the riffraff first. Wait, what the heck happened? Did I pick up HP? PhD gave me, like, full health. Okay, well, I have no idea how much HP we have right now. I'm gonna assume that we're at 4, let's just say, for conservatives' sake. So that'll be 3.5. Wait, that'll be 2, let's say. 1.5. 1 half. Okay. So again, I don't really know if we're at the right amount of HP right now, but I wanted to take it a little bit on the conservative side first, just because we do have this boss trap room door that can tell us how our HP is doing. And we're allowed to get in. Okay. So we'll open after we use Book of Belial. And it gave us a half red heart. That was very bad. But this half red heart does give me some useful information. Now, if I walk out into the room that's after this, like the room that we've already been to, if the door closes behind me, I can be like, okay, I have 1.5 HP. If it doesn't close behind me, then I have 1 HP. Very simple. It does not close behind me. I may have nearly killed myself, unless that stays open at all times. It might stay open at all times. So I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy this, and we might as well buy this, we have PhD. Bad guess, okay. So I know I have 1 Spirit Heart and 1 Red Heart above what I had before. So we're gonna use the Spirit Heart at the very least. I'm assuming this is our secret room. Okay, getting a lot of stuff done here towards the end, and that's another Spirit Heart, so I'm very glad I took the opportunity to go in there. And let's see what we've got on our curse room. 2 pills. One is a speed up. The other one is a luck up. Well worth it. Now we're still up 1 red heart and 1 spirit heart. So the last thing I'm going to do here is, yeah, I'm going to play this guy twice. And that's it. You got a lot of money out of it, and I appreciate it. Then we're going to see if we can play it some more by blowing this guy up. Give me 2 bombs. Alright, that's it for us. We are out. I appreciate the effort here. I think we did a good job. We're up to 24 cents despite buying, like, everything. And I think our HP is honestly fine. Of course, we slowed way down, but I think it was well worth it. We basically have, like, a... Why not, right? We have a Judas run right now that just has, like, low base damage. But it's got a lot of other positive things going for it, so I'm not going to sweat it. I'm going to try here for our second secret room, just on a whim. And it was incorrect. Let's get out of here. Sweet. I think we have more HP than I thought we did, but I didn't want to be the guy who kills himself accidentally. Our HP was completely fine, but that's okay. You learn, you live and learn, you know? I don't want to make a absolutely god-awful decision here. This is fine. We have, I'm going to stick with Swallowed Penny because financially it's been great for us so far. And Monkey Paw, our HP is high enough that I don't think it really makes a big difference one way or the other. Oh, get him, get him, get him. Got him. That was, like, right at the edge of the range, I guess, because we only got 2 out of 3, but it's okay. Hoping for consumables at this point. I did spend keys. I did spend a lot of bombs on the last floor as well. Nothing. That's also fine. Thank you. Much appreciated. Good to know my talents are appreciated here. It's been a fantastic run of loyalty with the company, but apparently no keys and bombs know that I exist yet, so I'll be leaving now. In all seriousness, there's not that much that can derail this run. I really wish that they had been charmed instead of merely afraid. It's also, you know, he pretty much describes my foibles with dating in high school. It's like, why can't they like me instead of just fearing me? I'm the Prince of Darkness. No, I was actually, like, just mostly boring when I was in high school. There was no extra flair associated with it. I was not the Prince of Darkness. Oh, okay. Oh. Good, we finally got one, and now we're gonna get them all, or at least a couple of them, or at least one of them, because I'm an idiot and took damage there, but that's okay. This is what we need on our run. I mean, this is illustrating what we need on our run, which is more damage, obviously. Short of getting that, we're taking forever to kill these enemies, but I will trade my Spirit Heart away, and there goes our HP as well, in favor of Dead Cat, which 9 times out of 10 at the very least I take. If not 9 times out of 10, then it's fucking, you know, like 97 times out of 100. I don't want to go through the trouble of simplifying that fraction. I guess that would be 30, 32, 33s. No, I don't think it works out together. It's close, though. It's like 32.3, 33.3s. That's not really how you should be reducing fractions, kids, but in the real world, we do decimal fractions all the time, right, other adults? No, we don't even do long division, mostly. Even arithmetic is hard. I can barely calculate a tip anymore. Now, just perfect. I didn't even want to mention it in case I jinxed it, but we made it just fine. Really hoping for some high damage here. You know, Book of Revelation, or sorry, Book of Belial can help us coast on our existing damage for a while, but not forever. I got a little desperate, decided to blow up the mushrooms. We got another luck upgrade out of it, so I don't feel too bad, but unfortunately, this is not really where we want to be on our run. Should be using Book of Belial a little bit more often, but also I'm a little concerned that we're closer to our boss fight than I might realize. It is only the Caves Part 1, so we would be expecting it. We'd also be expecting deals with the devil, though, because of Book of Belial. Hopefully not Krampus. I'm in a position where I would like it to not be Krampus, so please don't be Krampus. Instead, it would be great if you just gave me... No, it doesn't have to be too ridiculous, you know, just something along the lines of the Mark or the Pact. Or even Dark Matter. I already have Fear Shot, so just the damage upgrade is fine for me then. And inside of our item room, I will take Hive Mind first. It's debatable. Look, you know the positives and negatives of what we've got going on here. Hive Mind, I think we might have a chance of becoming Guppy in the future, and I think we need damage more than we need, you know, secret room access right now. But any kind of mapping is useful. I'm not trying to make it seem like I don't want blue map. If I could get blue map, I would like it. Give me blue map, blue cap. Although, actually, I'm really happy to have an orbital, as you might expect, because we already have BFF. Easy to forget that we've already gone through that hoop. Alright. It is Krampus. I had a feeling, you know, it's just the classic Krampus gambit. Get him on the second floor. And then after you've gone through the trouble of this, you get to start your deal with the Devil Dreams in the future. And to be fair, Lump of Coal is a valuable item for us. We're gonna take as long as is necessary to explore here because I think I need it, honestly. We're low on HP. I've squandered a lot of it. And I do mean squandered, like it was not, these are not pieces of damage that I should have taken. Many of them, anyway, were not damage that I should have taken, but it is what it is. If we don't get a chance to get a Spirit Heart on this floor, I don't really care. You know, we could lose 5 or 6 lives here, and it's not really an enormous concern to me one way or the other. In fact, as long as there's HP on the ground somewhere, we might just want to farm up the rest of this level for money from Swallowed Penny so that we have the chance to get blue map. It was very scary. Yeah, I figured he was like only 1 or 2 hits away from death. I placed like basically no value on this first life here. I do want more bombs. We could access that card. You never know. Maybe it's to a spades, to a clubs. You know, 1 bomb for a playing card is a really great play. Sure, it could be rules. Could be what's the other one? Card Against Humanity. I wouldn't necessarily welcome those with open arms, but it is what it is. Easy-ish room. Also, I think we're gaining some practice here is another way that I would describe what's happening is, you know, we're learning how to deal with our run right now, you know? You can't just walk into every run and expect to know what's to be done about it. Very happy that Punching Bag decided to take a lot of the aggro there. And by decided, I mean was forced into it, but hey, that's okay. One more. Oh! Oh, he almost got me. You could tell that my reaction was genuine that time. I did not expect that bullet to be coming down. Oh, get him. Don't explode on me. Oh, okay, we got him. Easy peasy, no bombs. I don't really want to buy a Spirit Heart because I don't really care about this life, honestly. It sounds morbid, but it's not really. It's just not, like, particularly useful for us. Why did I guess there are mushrooms in there, not fire, so it doesn't really matter. We didn't shoot the fire in here, which is good. We can at least get... Hey, look at that! Another nickel! What do you think about that one, smart guy? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to try my luck for a second time. And that only gave us 1 cent that time, so I'm not feeling hyper-intelligent anymore. I really wanted to see if we got a nickel to see if we could get to our... I'll shoot the fire in here, too. To see if we could get to the arcade, but... Hey! Oh, what do you think of that one, smart guy? 1 cent again. Alright, well, I tried. Oh, well. I really wanted to get the arcade, just in case, but... We know we got deals with the devil anyway, and again, I can't stress enough that the life that we are presently on is effectively meaningless to me. This room should not be a risk to my survival. Only when enemies, like these enemies, start shooting the triple shot should I really struggle against them. Maybe we'll find just a random blood bank. That would make me feel very happy. As would a random guppy item, as you can probably imagine. Now this room, it scares me. This room can be a little tricky, but we made it out just fine. That room also could have just killed me, like literally right there, but it didn't. So suck on that, game. I've got your number. How do you like them apples? I got her. No, I've never seen Good Will Hunting. I just am bastardizing the quote from Michael L. Fox. I should stick to the movies I know, you know. Pay the man his money. Oh wait, sorry, it does not. It has to start the other way. He beat me. Straight up. Pay the man his money. That's my best John Malkovich impression. I don't really want to walk over these spikes. As little as I might care about this life, I'm not an idiot, you know? Okay, get... Oh, we almost got him. I'm sure we almost got him. I also know that we should be able to just destroy enemies extremely quickly with the ball of bandages, but of course, if possible, I'd rather not put myself that close to enemies. Well, let's be honest. If possible, I'd rather put myself even closer to enemies. I'd rather put myself inside of the enemies, because that's the truest way to get inside of their head, is to become them. Do not stare too long into the spider unless you want to become the spider. That's a little bit of a bastardization, but you get the general idea, I'm sure. Thank you, Punching Bag, not only for drawing the aggro, but for blocking the shot. I appreciate it. I'm going back into the room. Oh no, we took red heart damage. No, but it's a good thing that we can go back into the room, because there was a penny in there that I wanted. That was, like, really risky, and it worked out. Not even, like, that big of a deal, but it did work out. So we have 7 cents now, and you know what? I'm gonna be ballsy about it. Easy! Never a doubt in my mind. Don't worry about these guys, just run away. We still have everything on this floor. We got item room shop. Oh, Balzo Steel. I'm not super thrilled with the loss of that life. Even less thrilled with the loss of that life. I really don't want to use Balls of Steel yet, is my thinking. Yes, it could stop me from hemorrhaging lives on this room, but honestly, the first life was idiotic. The second life was just a random mistake. This life was pretty dumb. So every single death has been stupid. And I'm just operating under the principle that maybe I'll stop dying in stupid ways in the future. But I don't really care to stop the bleeding right now. I'd rather have Balls of Steel to pop in a really deadly situation in the future. Maybe it mathematically doesn't make that much difference. Morale-wise, I feel like it makes a very large difference. If I have Balls of Steel to pop on a room, you know, 2 floors from now that I'm actually very scared of, that matters more to me than just 3 or 4 meaningless lives that we lost there. Alright, anti-grav, I take it, no questions asked most of the time now. And 2 keys for a golden chest. Where we got not something I'd be too excited about, a single penny. However, we also got a red heart, which means I can walk into something and hurt myself. And then get an extra penny out of it. Not really a huge benefit, considering we spent 2 keys. 2 keys for 2 cents is a pretty shit deal, as you might be aware, but it's something. If we find some fire. Tears up, huge. Bad gas, not huge. Balls of Steel. Very valuable at some point. If not right now. Again, your mileage may vary with this. You can play the seed at the same time, man. That's the beauty of it, isn't it? Not greed. So I think that's pretty good. Let's walk into this. And we shouldn't extinguish it, but I did accidentally. And I think we'll buy 9 volts. I still don't place too much value on that Spirit Hearts, but we could get it if we wanted to. I don't think we've been to our room on the left here. Oh. Perfect. I'm taking bad gas temporarily. Just to be able to drop it like that, and that should keep enemies at bay. Is there any tinted rock here? I'm bad at finding tinted rocks on this floor. Something about the way the rocks look like other rocks just doesn't quite resonate with me. We've used bad gas. Let's go back for Balls of Steel, because we might not be coming back this way. Can't believe we're already at 22 minutes. We're on the caves, too. I mean, it's a good run, bordering on a great run. But, it is very, very slow. I will give it that. I can't dodge, so I surely hope that you are about to die. Thank you. All right, who do we have here? Gertie, this might be a valuable time to use Balls of Steel. Although, I believe that Gertie's only going to do half heart's worth of damage. And we do have BFF with a ball of bandages, so I'm a little less concerned than I otherwise might be. Should have hit Gertie with the orbitals there. Okay, we're doing fine, we're doing fine. Deal with the devil. HP, or sorry, speed plus damage, very good. And then we get Abaddon. Fantastic, I'm glad I didn't use Balls of Steel. We still have it for a rainy day, and honestly, I think we just head down to the next floor. Like, right now, we have enough HP to survive for a long time. This is probably the life that we're going to commit to, but we also saved our money, so we have a good chance to buy something on this floor. Alright, so now our damage is going to be less pitiful, although still pretty bad. Mostly that was just a no-brainer play because our HP became a lot better as a result. But the damage is not even nice, it's like borderline essential as well. It might not have been essential in the moment, but, you know, it's like, you know, water. You might not be thirsty right now, but eventually you're gonna need it. We're not steamrolling enemies, so anything that makes us more likely to do so in the future is worth its weight in gold. Damage upgrades can be hard to come by, although we'd expect to have a pretty good chance of becoming Guppy on this run as well. One thing's for sure, though, you know, slow and steady, I don't think it wins the race. Most of the time, you have to imagine that it would probably be better for you if you were maybe, like, fast and steady. No one ever talks about that. That's the tortoise and the hare, but what if there was, like, a tortoise, the hare that we know and love, and then also, like, another hare that was not as greedy and short-sighted? That hare surely would have won the race. Perhaps the tortoise would have come second. That's a respectable finish. I'm not going to say that, you know, only first place matters. But especially if you're just doing a fun run or something like that. If you're not a professional runner, what does it matter? But fast and steady has to be better. Okay, let's take Balls of Steel now because I want to pick up a better card if possible. Something that could work in our favor. Temperance could be that. The Sun could be that. They both sort of require red hearts. I mean, the Sun is pretty terrible for us right now. Mom's wig is kind of like, you know, Spider Hive Mind. Oh, sorry, no, we already have Hive Mind. Oh, this works very well for us if we actually do manage to complete the Guppy dream, then. I don't like this very much. Our spiders are actually quite potent already. I didn't think that they would be doing, you know, that kind of ridiculous damage, but, you know, Hive Mind plus, I guess, the recent Abaddon pickup helps out. Come on, Dry Baby. Dry Baby would be nice. We do have BFF, all right. Not necessary. Fool card. Well, there's no way we're getting to boss rush, so let's not sweat it too much. And I don't really want to buy anything here, unfortunately. I did use a key. Well, no, I didn't, because we have golden keys. I am confused. All right, the gate. We got a quick rotation that's going to do a lot of damage in there. Got another one right here, and that was like the easiest gate fight I've had in a long time. Speed is completely unessential, as is the goat head. But because our HP is good and we do have 9 lives, I'm going to take the goat head. What this gives us is a really expensive get out of jail free card, basically. We can use, or we can get rid of Book of Belial if we want to. I can't imagine why we would want to, but we could. Ah, this is what I'm looking for. And we will take Little Brimstone here. Not really interested in Book of Sin, but Little Brimstone's good enough. Okay, I was gonna say most of the time when you go back to open like one red chest, it ends up not being worth it, but in our situation right here, that's obviously not the case. 1 extra Spirit Heart makes a big difference, and pretty much that room almost paid for itself. We paid like 1 Spirit Heart out of pocket for Little Brimstone. With BFF, assuming BFF does more damage as Little Brimstone, or, you know, because Little Brimstone does more damage because of BFF, I should say, I'm assuming this was a very good pickup for us. Man. Not really what I was hoping for, but sure. Thanks for the extra money, I guess. This would be a good floor to get rid of Swallowed Penny as well. I mean, for being honest, we're pretty much done with it. Now, we can use Book of Belial every second room as well. So we should really start. And you always hear me say, like, oh, you know, we can use Book of Belial every second room, but I'm not gonna because I really want to make sure we have it. Nah, that's stupid right now. I should be using Book of Belial all the freaking time. So I was thinking that that's probably the way that we go. Alrighty. That's probably the way that we go to get to the boss room, just based on the layout of the floor. So I want to make sure that we go to all the other special rooms available, of course, especially the shop. Might be nice to donate a little bit of money after I was potentially a little, not cruel, but, you know, I used our donation machine. You know what? I got an idea. It didn't work. I will just use my own bomb, thank you very much. Always be self-sufficient, okay. Nothing. The reason I didn't get starter deck on the last floor, by the way, is, well, I mean, one part finances, I didn't have enough money, but I probably could have gotten enough money if I'd scrounged around a little bit, but mostly it was, I already have PhD, so I don't want to mess with our PhD game if I don't have to. Although, you know, starter deck is still very good, but I think the PhD just makes me want to take pills a little bit more. I will check out Double Key Room. It is not a full run reroll, which I actually appreciate because we kind of worked for this one. Like, we abused Swallowed Penny a little bit to get where we are, which makes me feel like I've earned it. Alright, well, Mini Mush, at this point, like, speed and range are the exact opposite of our worries, but sure, we'll take it. More concerned about the fact that I probably only have one good chance at becoming Guppy again, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come. Do we know this? Tears up? Yeah, sure, that was worth buying. Apparently they weren't going to accept all my money anyway, so I don't feel too bad. And we'll blow this up with our last bomb. Second secret room contains Matchstick? Sure, I mean, we probably don't need Swallowed Penny anymore. And we don't need Book of Belial, but it sure beats the crap out of Bob's Rotten Head. Balls of Steel? Pheromones. These guys are, you know, I'm no scientist. I think it's going to take a while for them to hit one another, though. Got one. And there's the second one. All right. This is going to be an interesting run, I think. Mom should die very quickly and easily. Already almost all the way dead. We know that that's Book of Sin. I'll just take the Polaroid and we'll head down to the next floor. Decent mapping and the Sun card to back us up, but it's not in the books here yet. Boss fight is down here. It's a double room. If that's Mr. Fred, it's not a huge problem. I fought Mr. Fred a lot in recent memory. If it's like a double fall-in, I still think it'd be pretty easy. We do have a big advantage now in that we have, ooh, almost walked on that. We have permanent Polaroid invincibility, so I was really hoping that'd be fate. With permanent Polaroid invincibility, we can do so much damage with our ball of bandages here. It may actually become one of our best damage dealers consistently. Although I guess I would, if possible, rather not use it consistently. And this is also going to be our last deal with the devil. So it's Mr. Fred. Not a real problem there. Stack up as many shots as we can. We can stand pretty far back here because of, oh, that was terrible. We can stand pretty far back here because of all the shot speed and range upgrades we've gotten. Jesus Juice is fine. I don't know what else I'd be hoping for. Because on the deal with the devil, that's where the crux is here. We want guppy items. Sacrificial Dagger. It's a big risk to take, but again, permanent Polaroid invincibility has me thinking that it might be worthwhile. Okay, we got our, you know, one of our keys back at least. I can't believe I didn't get hit there. Thank you, Orbitals. I'm still exploring here in the hopes of finding tinted rocks like this one. And also there is a, it's okay, I guess. Also there is a curse room. And that's like our last chance of becoming Guppy, so I think I gotta try. Even though there's the obvious problems. That is, okay, it's paid for itself. At the very least, it paid for itself. And I'm gonna check our second secret room for, you know, another demon heart or something like that. After that, we're good to go. And our damage is really good, but our survivability is, you know, hanging in the balance right now. We got one extra spirit heart there. All right, we could play the Judgments, but I really, the reason I took Sacrificial Dagger was to take advantage of permanent Polaroid invincibility, so I don't think it's the right call for us right now. This is gonna be very, very interesting. I do want to check this. Not red chest, so I'm not interested. I'm thinking we go down and around here. And now we should really start using Book of Belial once every 2 rooms. I'm gonna go to the curse room. It's a huge risk. Like, genuinely a huge risk, but let's try it. Ah, that is exactly the opposite outcome that we would like. Unless it paid out with the spirit heart there, which it didn't. But I think, like, we have not taken damage except for curse rooms. So I'm not too concerned. Yeah, use pheromones on a single enemy. Let me know how that works out. I'm not too concerned about this floor. It's just like when we get into the later floors, I might be a little bit more nervous about things. Obviously, we do want to go to the secret room. Why don't we do one more room while we're waiting for the creep to dissipate? That's how strong we are. This apparently was completely the wrong way. Counterfeit penny's just basically worthless right now. Where are we gonna go to get to that boss room? Is it like all the... No, this is a dead end. So it's like all the way up and around that upper left side. We're gonna see this entire floor. Bit of a scary thought. Judgment? No, no judgment. No tinted rock either. Okay, well, we're gonna keep playing it as cool as a cucumber here, and to be fair, a lot of these rooms are going real well. Please don't hit me. It did not hit me. No spirit hearts there either. Every room. Oh, there is a tinted rock here. Oh, that's... I got a little too greedy on that one. Wow. Well, can't say I didn't deserve it based on the damage I took, but also, we do have BBF, or BFF I should say, so that our damage from Abel is not going to be as bad as it otherwise would be, but still probably terrible. Oh, my savior! There we go. One spirit heart is worth 38 cents. If they want to take it all from me, that's fine. Also, better trinket. Ooh, 2 of clubs. Pop it. Better trinket. Not that matchstick is bad. And I would take crystal ball for the mapping and for the spirit hearts. Let's be honest, I'm not using Book of Belial as much as I should. There we go. Give us a card. The Emperor. I'll tell you what. Let's walk out here. Murder this guy with a sun card. And then we will, we'll take the Emperor and we'll probably pop that immediately on the Cathedral. Just to speed things up here. So this run is gonna go from scary and even a little bit slow. Not that we're not doing a lot of damage, but a little slow in terms of like, you know, the speed at which we're finishing these floors. To like a blistering pace. And the Cancer Trinket does not hurt that at all. Make sure we get those out before Mom's Mom's heart disappears. I was gonna say, Mom's head is not that ridiculous of an assumption, given that there is a face on it, but you get the idea. Alright, so now we're gonna do exactly the same thing against Isaac, and if we don't die here, we've got mapping for the next floor, which excites me greatly. I gotta try. We got 2 spirit hearts out of it. That's huge. Then we can Emperor card out. Alright, that was actually a really, really, really big play. Oh, this is the good stuff right here. Look at how much damage this is doing. I should be firing Little Brimstone. That is completely my bad. Missed out on enough damage that we might have been able to kill him or send him into that phase faster. Wow, this is... It's getting a little out of control very, very quickly. Now another Emperor card would just be amazing for me. Curse of the Unknown. Little scary. Ramming speed. Dad's Key. Bottle of Pills, 2020. 2020 so good. Speed upgrade from Bottle of Pills. Our mapping. And then we get the Hierophant card. As far as I'm concerned, that is a sign that we should be fighting Mega Satan. So let's do so. We have Nun's Habit, I think. So Crystal Ball. Maybe that was last run? I can't remember. So Crystal Ball might end up working out for us. Oh no, we have 9 volt. That's different. Okay. Get as many shots in here as we can. I'm thinking our damage is going to be high enough that we should be able to not even really struggle against Mega Satan, which is a little bit of a surprise considering how little damage we were doing even like 2 floors ago, but it's really picked up. I was going to say we've really picked it up, but that's kind of dishonest, I think. It has picked up. This is, as far as I'm concerned, the most annoying phase of the entire Mega Satan fight. All of these enemies just going to like eat the shit out of my spiders, and then, you know, there's 3 different waves, so it goes on forever, and there's like animation time and stuff like that, but... we are pretty much done already. Alright. Now, the Angel Fetuses should be really easy for us, actually. So many different ways for us to deal damage. You know, we got these orbitals, we got these great, super fast, shots. We've got invincibility that helps us be even better with our orbitals. We got Little Brimstone. Basically, this guy cannot do anything. But... It's still theoretical to lose this. This is so much, like, the rate of fire is so ridiculous considering we don't have soy milk. Like, that's what's getting me right here. And we killed him. That was a really fun run towards the end, especially. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.